Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing some allies, and honestly, I think the community has already figured out what the best version of this is, and there's really two things we need to talk about as we get into this list. Now, the first is that these games are going to be much better whenever we get a one-drop, and that's very important. We do have 4 Earth Kingdom protectors and a full set of Earth and allies. You got to get those one-drops. However, there is another one-drop Grand that we're not playing, and I think there's one other card you could swap out if you want to make that change and play it. So some versions are playing her, some are not, and they're playing a different card here we're going to talk about in just a second. Invasion Reinforcements, obviously having a flash creature that can make you 2 tokens is very good. We do have South Pole Voyager for life gain and card draw. Great Divide Guide. This creates some mana to let us do multiple things in a turn, which is fantastic if we get the extra cards off the Voyager. We do have Earth King's Lieutenant to pump our team. Aang Swift Savior, arguably the best card in the deck, but also right alongside Katara, the Fearless. In this deck, Katara triggers damn near everything, right? We can get extra tokens from Enforcers, we can get extra cards from the Voyager, we can get extra tokens from the Lieutenant. Aang can bounce 2 things, so can Appa, but Appa can already bounce a bunch, but you can make extra allies from Appa. Hakoda can keep your team alive, and then the other card we were talking about a second ago that you could swap out for Grand if you want, and I guess technically be a little easier in your mana, not by much though, is Wartime Protesters. Now this is a haste creature you just get to play for 4 mana, which is great. But all your other allies get +1/+1, which means you also get that doubled up if you have a Katara, which is super sweet. And they gain haste, which is just a nice bonus. Now, we do also have Aang at the Crossroads, and I will say that it's something about the Protesters that make it pretty good, is that if you do play an Aang, you could just hit a Protesters and then just also be getting in for 4 mana while getting 2 creatures on the battlefield. So lots of fun interactions in this deck, lots of ways to keep your creatures alive, very fast. I get why this is probably the best version of allies right now. But first thing, why don't you check out our sponsor, Tales of Adventure? It's toamagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on every single thing you get over there. But for now, we're going to go see if we can get to Mythic with these allies. Okay, this looks reasonable. I say looks reasonable because we have the ability to play cards we need on time or whatever, but you don't necessarily want to just play a Earth King's Lieutenant on 2. It's kind of meh at that point. But we do get to follow up with like reinforcements plus protectors, so maybe. I think there's probably a better line if I'd have played the Earth King protectors first, but that's fine. I think we're just going to do this and attack for 3. Yeah, had we done that, I guess we could have sized up and pumped this, but may not be a thing here. Ooh, that's interesting, though. Well, I'm like, do I pump this to 3, 4? I think we take the life in the cards here. I think is the game plan. This is going to be big enough, and we'll get more cards next turn, guaranteed, even if we draw nothing else here. Oh, that's actually really good. And now we're kind of putting the opponent on notice of like, hey, you've got to do something now. All right, there's Tifa. I almost want another Voyager here, to be honest. I would sacrifice my thing and block to kill a Tifa there. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so if we just bounce the Hydra... Actually, if we just play our things, do they just have to block across the board or die? I think they do. Hold on, I got to do some quick math. I know math is for blockers, but this is going to pump everything +1. This is going to get 3, so it'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They could block 4 and take 11. So yeah, they'd have to block everything. All right, cool. Let's do that. Hope my math is right. If not, this is going to suck for us. Oh, I forgot about the extra token. Never mind. Yeah, that definitely covers it. for some reason, oh no, that was still, the math was still right. Like, this is going to trample anyway, so they don't block it. You could block a 4, but then you're taking 10, 13, so you block 2, and then you're still dead. All right, cool. That, or actually, no, that wouldn't even been attacking. But yeah, still, it forced them in a situation where they have to double block, so we'll take it. That's a weird one. Wasn't sure we were going to be able to outrace them, but it worked out, I guess. Okay, we'll hope this can pull us out of here. This is interesting. I mean, we can Kingdom into a Voyager, try to protect it for a little bit. Opponent might also just ramp up for a bajillion bits of mana, so we'll see. We might need to get Great Divide Guide down to be able to Ang in case it's like Crater Hoof turn or something. Not this turn, obviously, but 2 or 3 turns from now could be the issue. All right, another elf. I was going to say, I would block and trade there. Like, I am not above it. If we Great Divide Guide, we could play this, and then that leaves us 3, 6 mana next turn. That's a couple of options. All right. I'm willing to attack here. I don't think you're willing to block. I will call your bluff. If they do, we don't even mind. That's what's like, sure, block. I don't care. Alright, they got 5 mana. How bad is it? Okay, that's annoying, admittedly. Really wish we were on the play under these circumstances, but we are not, so we got to make the most of it. I think here we go ahead and play Voyager. Pass the turn. 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. I mean, there are a lot of things you could do with that. Okay, that's one of them we'd like to stop. Then we have Appa. We could slow that down for another turn, but it's just going to be 2 and then 2, so that's not going to solve our problem. We're going to need something a little better. Yeah, sure. We just take it. I mean, it's possible we just get Crater Hoof next turn, too. Like, I mean, it's just... Situation is what it is, you know? What do we do here? If we play this... That leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. We could just play 2, attack... I think we're just dead no matter how we do this, unfortunately. Let's tap you. And let's tap you. And then I think we just go with this. Boy, what else are we looking to do here? Like, is there any way we potentially don't die next turn? Probably not. Let's get in there for what we can. Because if they have Crater Hoof, we're just dead anyway. I don't think they do, though, right? 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they could land in Crater Hoof here. If they do, we're just dead. We just give them the GGs. Actually, Ugin doesn't kill us. That's actually totally fine. Actually, why would they not try to meringue and something? Like, that has more value. I think Ugin's the wrong play here for them. I mean, it doesn't matter. We didn't draw anything anyway, so it's whatever. But we could play this, bounce Aang, play Aang, get rid of that, get 2 cards, get 2 life, attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're willing to do that. Alright, so let's tap Aang for a white. Oh, wait. If we flip Aang to the backside. Oh, but he loses flying if we do that. Ah, that sucks. Alright, never mind. I was thinking we were going to do something else, but doesn't seem worth it. Oh, actually, put full control on. Just thinking if I want to bounce anything else, but I think it's just Aang here. Yeah, I think we're fine. I'm just going to target Aang. And then we'll just replay Aang. Why do you want to tap these that are hit for less? Those are the ones we want to get rid of. Then we'll get some more life because we get another token as well. Neither of those is the dude that pumps our team, which would have been nice. Let's return this. Now, that being said, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I can't even quite go after Ugin there. I'm just going to go after the opponent. If they have something that just gets us, so be it. Yep.
Insight is vital to success.
Yeah, we're not really too worried about another Ugin here. They're at 6. Sure.
I'm the master.
I mean, they could make more mana here and still get rid of another body. They go to 9. That's not going to do it, opponent. Yep. That's one where we get a win, but there's a lot of ways we could have lost that. Granted, we also didn't draw any of our big cards till right at the very end, so I guess it's a wash. But, you know, take a win when you beat 2 Ugins, I guess. You know, this one I think we can keep. It's a little heavy, so we do need some more mana, but for starters, not bad. Alright, they just went and got a land. Okay, that's reasonably helpful. Be nice if we found another 1 mana thing to go with this, potentially. But if they're playing just black-white stuff, oh, never mind. Never mind. I was about to say, if they were playing like removal type things, maybe we don't even bother doing that. But this looks a bit different. So we're either playing the Divide Guide or Reinforcements, because then we can just play Guide and have more mana. Which I think we just go Guide here first. And just kind of say, if you have the removal, you have the removal. They're obviously trying to play flyers, so I don't know if this is like a bats deck or a life drain deck or what's going on here. They're not attacking with the freebooter, which is interesting. And they're not killing our Divide Guide. Huh. Well, I guess we just do the biggest thing we can do, right? Do you not even have removal spells or anything? Well, this is crazy. I don't even know what I want here. Like, pumping my team almost seems fine, but sure, we'll do this. I mean, it's obviously the best overall value, but the fact that we could go king into king and then, like, juice everybody might have been the right play. We might have, potentially, if we drew an untapped land, maybe could have produced lethal next turn. I don't know. Kind of a crazy scenario, though. I wasn't... You normally don't have this sequence of cards. I don't know what that looks like. Are we just sweeping the board here? I mean, all right. I'm your Huckleberry. You know, pretty much is going to be a Day of Judgment, I imagine. Or one of the spells that, like, gets rid of everything X or less, so I'm just left with only Aang. Yep, that's what I thought. So I should have went ahead and blocked there. But this will work just the same. Put this on ally. Fortunately, this is the benefit this version has over the other ally decks, is we are playing a fair amount of 3 and 4 cost things. So you don't get caught by that card. Because there's a lot of people starting to play it because of the mono red stuff because of the other allies decks. Interesting, though, they're playing it in here with all the Momos and the freebooters and everything else, but, you know. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty strong turn for us. That's an even better type of turn for us. All right, so if we just pump everything, pump everything. Oh, these also get haste. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not even going to do that. I'm actually just going to make two 2/2s, ultimately, that also have haste. And they both pump the lieutenant. Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. Your opponent's saying GG's. I'm like, this is sicko. Alright, that was a sick turn. Man, Wartime Protesters. Card's pretty good. Yeah, you might as well. Like, if you find another sweeper or something, maybe. Good news is, if these die, we get our lands back, so that's something. Okay, oh, they left them both on top. That can't be good. Okay, wasn't good enough, I guess. Ah, see. All right, we're going to keep, but this is exactly what we were talking about. If we get all the 2-mana things and no 1-mana things, it feels way worse. Oh, that's not good. The plus side, though, we do have a Katara, so we could potentially get some extra life in cards off of it. We'll just have to see. You went and got a swamp. That's probably bad for us. Oh, it's definitely bad for us. Probably taking Katara, I would imagine. Because that's probably what I would do. Yeah, I was going to say, Katara is pretty sicko. Alright, we'll do this with the expectation that it's going to die, but, you know, what are you going to do? But yeah, this game looks way different if we have a 1-mana thing, causing pressure, protecting a creature. You know, when you don't get it, it's real tough. I guess we play it. Again, probably just going to die, but what you going to do? I mean, if they're not playing things, they have to have had kill spells, right? Yeah, exactly. So we're not shocked by any stretch. And maybe I could have waited, played the reinforcements first, then played Hakoda. Like, I don't know. It's possible. Could have been more patient. Actually, I probably should have been, in all reality. Like, knowing the situation, their hand was probably full of removal spells. That's just a little bit of lazy play on my part. Definitely should have went the other route. Alright. If I can even get an Aang or something to block or bounce that, that would be huge. Land on top doesn't do a whole lot for us here. Put this on ally. Unfortunately, we can't play lands off the top. We can just play allies off the top. Alright, end the turn. Good news, we have nearly infinite mana for all practical intents and purposes here. Alright. We need a string of allies, please. Come on. Okay, you know what? You'll do. Another ally on top? It is another ally on top. Fantastic. Now we're doing some things. Alright. Let's attack with this. If you block, you block. I don't care. Actually, do I sack a Coda here? Nah, there's probably too much value from Hakoda. We just let that ride. Alright. Man, I don't even have one of the tea shops that lets me make tokens with all this mana. Jeez. Come on, man. We have so many good things we can hit here. Oh, no. Like, even Apple would have been crazy. Like, why could we even get that? Alright, well. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to do something here. You're not just going to not attack just to sit there. So what are we flashing in? Yeah, that's what I said. Like, we knew something was coming. Not hugely surprised. Interesting. They didn't even block one of our dudes for mana, I guess. Yeah. Blocking that instead. Okay. Yeah, that makes the most sense. That's what I thought they were going to do. I was like, what? Okay, end the turn. Man, this is tough. This is just we drew too much mana. Like, we've only gotten to play, what, one free ally off the top? No, that's not true. We got two at least. I'm so interested that this Deep Cavern Bat is no longer attacking, but also not blocking. So I don't know what's even supposed to be happening with it right now. Oh, sweet. All right, we'll go Aang. Oh, now we're doing stuff, folks. Now we're doing stuff. No counter. Love to see that. Sucks that we kind of already know one of the things on top, so it's less exciting here. Question is, would we even try to protect Aang here? Oh, if we do, though, we get to flip him to the backside. That would be kind of slick. All right, we'll get this. There's at least value there. Oh, there's our tea shop. What are we looking to do here? I guess we attack again? Sure. What do you want to tap? Probably our Aang. No, you're going to tap that guy. Alright. I mean, I don't hate it. So if I attack with a 3-4, you block with like Wanshin, Tong, and something. Like, yeah, I could be talked into that. Let's go. Okay. Wasn't the most exciting thing. I kind of want to sack this Earth Kingdom Protectors to flip Aang here. But I should have had to do that before we got to the end step, though. So it's too late now. All right. Consult? Sure. Maybe they will try to sweep the board here. That would be awesome. I don't know that they will, but, you know, one can hope. The thing is, if we have the tea shop in play in any other ally, then we at least get a card every turn with the Voyager. But I want to sacrifice that. I don't want to put it back in my library. But thanks for that. Then we should get to flip Aang here, right? At the beginning of the next upkeep. Oh, because it's at the upkeep, not at the end step. My bad. That makes a big difference. Okay, well, either way, we are going to be attacking. Let's Earthbend, I don't know, one of these things. Just because. And we have so much mana, I'm not that concerned. We're just going to get some attacks in here. And we have the Earth Kingdom Protector, so it's like, you do something or don't. Like, your call, man. We get the land back anyway, so we're not worried about that. Thank you, Earthbending. I don't know how we're in this game at all, though. Like, it feels like we should be getting so cooked. If the opponent double blocks the Aang and then doesn't do anything else, we would not sack the Protectors here. I would just take Katara, play it, get 2 life, 2 cards. Wow, opponent's just going to take 7 here. Okay, I'm into it, I think. Sure, then that just re-enters. Do I even care about protecting that? I'm going to do this for... Actually, I don't even know if I want to do that. I mean, I guess it dies. I figure it's just better to protect Aang here. Don't know if that's true, but feels that way. Because they could have also been trying to bait us into protecting that, so then they could kill the Aang. But, I don't know. We just need to draw another Aang is what we need to do. Either Aang actually would probably work. Like, there's a world where I might even be willing to return this Aang with my other Aang to be able to replay this and get another card. Oh, they're putting 4 mana in. I don't know what for, but we're about to find out, I'm sure. Oh, you're going to wild ride that. Yeah, that makes sense. Hit for a bunch. Put me down in lethal range. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's a 10 ball, annual gain 4. So now the only way I can win is I have to have the dude on top that pumps my team, and I don't even think that's good enough, right? Because it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 11, 12. It would be. All right, let's find one on top. Let's +1/+1 everybody. Or we could do that. That was the worst of the two options. That is for sure. And now we're just dead. Like, we literally are just dead. That's super disappointing. All right, GG's. Because now they can just replay a wild ride and, like, we just die. Like, that sucked. Ooh, no 2 mana things. Oh, gosh. I'm going to keep it. Only because there's a ton of 2 mana stuff in the deck. But probably bad to do so. Granted, if we can find any of our 2 mana things here, though, this hand gets much better. Okay, that helps a bit. I mean, we attack, obviously. You're not blocking, because that's the most suspect attack ever. Probably should have just flashed this in anyway, but... Alright, so they're just doing typical green aggro. And they didn't get a Badger Mole here, so that's nice. Dragon Sniper. Fair. Wow, that's a lot of Aang. Alright, I guess we're attacking. Wow, opponent was not interested. I guess they're just going to try to play Ouroboros here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Also looks like they don't have any other mana, or they would have played that first. So that's also interesting. So I guess their plan is just attack, play another Aang, keep the Ouroboros at bay for a turn longer. Sure, that works. In the turn. You know what we'll do here? I'm wondering if... If it's worth it for us... Yeah, let's just bounce the Weaver. Keep this one. Bounce the Weaver. You get to keep the Ouroboros. And then I guess we bounce Ouroboros after the fact? Like, I don't know. Like, just trying to figure out how we're going to manage this for these last couple of points. Yeah, we just block that, get it out of here. Oh, Katara. You were almost good enough, friend. Almost. There is an interesting thing. We could play this and then Aang 2 things. But man, we're going to take a lot of damage next turn in the process. I'm willing to attack with this, though. If you trade, I'm okay with that. Gets that little 1-point bonus from the Katara. So depending on how aggressive they get here, we could have a lethal attack by Aang to bounce 2 things. All right, Weaver. Yeah, that does it. Okay, patience. We got a little lucky there. Let's go ahead and Aang. Hell yeah, double trigger. Go, Katara, go. Hell yeah. And then attack 4 lethal plus 1. Oh, good one. Oh, man, this is one of the ones where, like, if we get a 2-mana thing, I feel so much better. If we don't, I'm going to feel really bad. But we're keeping this. We're going to rock with it. Or, I guess, if we get another 1-mana thing, I guess that's also equally acceptable. We'd be able to play them both. Nope. You thinking about bouncing a duder? Nope. Just going to play a Siren. Sure. That sucks for us. I mean, plus side, we have mana for wartime protesters when the time comes. I'm going to play another one of these. Kind of have to hope they miss here and just get a land from their map. Because I'm having a 2-2 right now kind of sucks. Though Aang could be a fun combat trick next turn, maybe. Yeah, it's stabbed. You got it. It's always kind of a weird thing, right? If they're playing the removal spells. No! That's like... Oh, gosh. Oh, they put it in the yard. I wonder if they either need land or already have one in hand. Because that would have been one of the worst things for them to have for us. Seriously. I guess I'll take 2 here. Yeah, attack for 1 with our little vigilance, dude. Because, yeah, if we try to get tricky here to block and then they would have had one of those, it's like, oh, no. What you gonna do, opponent? What you gonna do? All right, well, we'll see if you have another. This is one of those, if you do, you do. We'll live with it. I'm going to submit 0. I just want to straight up block this thing. If you kill my Aang with another stab, you get to kill my Aang with the stab. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. So, do we just want to play this guy and... Nah, who are we kidding? Put this on white. We're just going to do the business. Let's go. They're just letting it through. All right. We can accept that. So now if they attack with a Preacher, I think we just let them attack. They can get a 1/1. We protect the Protectors. I just realized there's 2 cards that say Protectors. And then we have these, 1 hasty guy and 1 backup. And this attacks as a 4 here? No, yeah. Green, red, white, blue. Okay, this isn't bad. No, why? Deep Cavern Bats. Card's always just going to be good and annoying. Yeah, you might as well take the Aang. Because if you don't, I could play Aang, remove the blocker, play an attacker. So, like, that's the right situation here. Yep. You get your Duder. We'll lose some life. We're into it. Now, let me draw another 1 or 2 mana thing here, deck. Actually, anything that's 1, 2, or 3 is fine. Not a land, though. A land is not what we wanted. Oh, attacks for 5. I forget it gets the +1/+1. Alright, sure. Yep. Opponent goes to 4 to 5. We'll just play the land in the turn. Alright, we need to draw actual threats here. Even another Earthen ally is big business. That's a 5-power attacker. Oh, wait. We could actually... No, because this takes 7 to activate. For some reason, I keep thinking it's just Wooburg, but it's not. All right. Yeah, you can have that guy. We don't care. Sure. Get a bunch of cards. All right, so we have a lot of things we could draw here. The dude that pumps our team. If we could get another Aang, that works. Get rid of a blocker. If we could get probably another Wartime Protesters. Or get the big Aang at the Crossroads, because that gets us 2 bodies that would have haste. Come on. Let's do it. Okay, you're not terrible. Like, we could have done worse. Can't play that, though. Alright, so let's say opponent blocks 4, blocks 5, takes 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're still dead. Fantastic. Oh, wait, no, that's not true. 4, 5... Oh, yeah, it is still 7. Never mind. Yep, that'll do it. Man, handling the blue-black deck, that's a little bit of a surprise, because that did not feel good. Felt like we were not in a great spot. The only thing I can think is it's possible the Protectors kind of caused their turns to not be great, because they didn't want to waste a turn to just lose a spell to not get anything and then still be taking damage. Otherwise, I'm not really sure how we got where we got, but you just take those. Oh no, we drew like almost all the 4s and 5s. Yeah, we got a mulligan this one. That hurts a little inside. Oh, this is rough too, because these are all good. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this, and I'm actually going to get rid of the starting town and just hope this doesn't bite us in the butt. Because we're kind of going all in on Great Divide Guide here. Fortunately, we have the Kingdom Protectors, so like maybe we get a turn with it. Okay, that should help, I would think. How interested am I in attacking? You're just playing the blue-white Flyers deck? Alright, no attack. No, you are playing black in your version. And that's good to know. I don't think we've seen that yet. That's a neat little wrinkle. And you're playing red? What is this? What freaking deck? Like, this is cool looking, whatever it is. I've just genuinely never seen it. That's wild. Probably looking for red mana, I guess. I don't know what's going on here. All right, put that on ally. We're just going to go all the way in on an Aang. Ooh, and a Wartime Protesters. Hell yeah. We're in. This is huge for turn 3. We got a 3/3 and a 4/4. The 4/4 is attacking. We have a minimum of 4 power on deck, as long as we have the Protectors. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. Maybe you should be playing the Protectors over Grand. Having the 1-drops is important. I agree, as you've probably seen from watching these games, but the Wartime Protester has been very good every time we've gotten it. Yeah, I don't even know what the opponent does here. Truthfully. Because we have so much damage next time. I'm not even blocking. I'm just like, whatever. Gain your life. Alright. Artifacts and creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. Alright, sure. You got it, I guess. You got me, opponent. Still attacking. And at this point, if they double block to kill our Divine Guide, or Divide Guide, then we just get to flip Aang anyway. I totally have no idea what this deck is doing. But I'm not overly concerned about it at this point. I mean, they're still continuing to be aggressive here. I guess they figure gaining 2 is close enough to what they'd be blocking with it, that the life works out. Maybe their hand is a bunch of flash things. Now, so this won't do anything while the Thrall is out, so we just go attacking. Wow, and you're just going to take 9? Alright. I guess they figure turning off the Thrall is worth it enough. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm willing to just play the Earth King's Lieutenant just because it's an extra point. Yeah, sure. You got it, I guess. I don't know. Like, I mean, if they play anything that sweeps the board, we're still fine here, so not that worried about it. All right. And we'll have a 2/2 land attacking as well next turn. I mean, don't be wrong. The Doorkeeper Thralls have slowed us down. Legitimately. Destroy all tap creatures. Sure, I'll just keep Aang, I guess. Alright. It doesn't really matter what we put it on. Go attacking. Sure. Enter tapped. I guess we have another split up. And you were just waiting for double white this whole time? At this point, though, we just want to draw another, like, Wartime Protesters or something. Kaito. Okay, that could tap down an Aang at least.
I've got this.
Yeah? Why not?
You're not going anywhere.
Let's go here. Put that here. Just get rid of that just because. Okay. Did we find more sweepers? This deck is wild. I'm still not sure why this is even in here. We're not even seeing red mana from them yet. Though that could be part of the problem. I don't know, maybe they're waiting on that. Alright, Spyglass Siren. Here's a chance to dig for it, if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, another Kingdom Protector. Not a Kingdom Protector. We need another King's Lieutenant. Or another Wartime Protesters. Either of those would be pretty good here.
Just try to keep up.
Wow, attacking us, huh? Alright, well, I guess we'll block here. Well, we did find one. Not what I was expecting to get, but we got one. Had I really thought we were going to draw one, I would have just kept the other creature, because 2 more power is actually a big deal here. The 1 point of life is actually not bad here either. Let's send these at you and these at you. They don't have anything to play here. All right. Still at this moment, I have no idea what the opponent's deck is doing, because it's not the typical Esper control. It's not Esper midrange. It's not the blue-white Flyers deck. It randomly has Painter Studios in it. I'm kind of just flying blind here. At this point, I'm just like, just hope the right cards come up so we can end this thing. Good news is Kaito at least ends up tapped here. What are you gonna do? You're at 5? Yeah, alright. There's some random ways we could lose 2 life. Or even 1 life. So we'll block like this, I guess. They'll end up going to 8. Which is disappointing, but is what it is. You're not going to get rid of tapped creatures here. So you're either just getting rid of everything or nothing? I don't know. Alright, I mean, that buys a turn.
I've got them pinned. Press the attack.
Seam Rip, get rid of a 3/3. Yeah, seems good. Earthen Ally, you are cool. Alright, so the opponent doesn't have anything here.
Don't worry. I've got an exit strategy.
I don't know what else to do here. Oh, that's weird. Aang loses his colors on the backside. He's actually colorless. That's interesting. Because I was like, oh, the Earthen Ally would be like a 3/2 or whatever. It's like, oh, no. He's not. Aang has no colors on the back. Good to know, though. Alright, we didn't just go to 2 there. So what if we play this? And everybody gets an extra +1. Is that enough? Oh, I thought it was going to be the thing like turns off a trigger or whatever. Doesn't add it to lands because it's only to allies. Alright, we have a lot of 2 power things here. Opponent gets to go to 7. We're obviously attacking with all of it. Yeah, there's a curiosity. That's fine. We expected there was going to be something. I mean, you're blocking something with the 3/3. And then blocking one of the lands. The land comes back. Opponent's at like 3. And then we just see what happens here. Alright. This is the situation. Here we are. And they can attack, go to 4, put us at 2, and then sweep the board if they have it. Yep. They get a card. So, I mean, you find something to work with here. And a removal spell and anything that like taps a creature or whatever, still good here. Studio, sure, you get to look at cards. You get to make a blocker or kill a thing. I think we're good now. Alright, cool. Jeez, that took a while. But we did make it to Mythic. That was the goal. I guess at the end of everything, the question comes down to Grand versus Wartime Protesters. I think I'm on the side of the Protesters just because having that haste creature after a sweeper is cool. And there's a bunch of ways between Aang and the reinforcements that you can just get a big turn afterwards as well. So yeah, but personal preference. Either way, if you want this list, it'll be over Moxfield. Go download it, have some fun with it. Great ally deck to play. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.